Hello, I'm Andy and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot Monthly Horoscope January 2019, and this is for you coming from Libra. So the first card that I pull will be to do with your first 15 days of January, and it has got to do with your job and business areas. Well, it's a good card. So where your job is concerned, the progress is all very possible as long as you don't show aggression or show your temper, or if you cause a confrontation of any kind. So you have to be very careful in the first 15 days of January where your job is concerned to stay away from any kind of trouble. And if you can do that, you will have every chance to do extremely well in a long-term way to improve your job situation. I'm going to pull a quick card to talk to you about business areas. And it says there are many possibilities of you expanding your business. The trouble is that when you expose your risk with this card, short circuit takes place. That means to start something or to chase for something is okay, but after that everything falls apart. So I would rather, in the first 15 days of January where business is concerned, to consolidate, which means hold on and stick to what you know and the business you have. Because anything you try to do too adventurous, especially short term, is going to backfire. So remember this advice from me. Now for the first 15 days of January, I'm going to pull a card for your romance area. Oh, it's a wonderful card of Venus. It's a wonderful card of Venus. And it says love is in the air, but there's a black moon here. See that black moon here? I don't like to see these black moons when I see them on cards because they show some kind of depression and bad news also approaching. So in the first 15 days of January, you can find a romance, but you will find one that may be very troublesome for you very quickly. So make up your mind immediately when you seem to be approached by a chance of a romance, whether you want to play the waiting game or whether you want to take the risk. I'll leave it to you, but I don't like these black moons. They always show that as you get something, you also get something bad. So think about it carefully and play safe. Now regarding your marriage, this card that I'm going to pull for the first 15 days, it's a good card. It may attract some differences of opinion. That's the only thing I worry about this card. But long-term plans are extremely stable. So discuss long-term things with your marriage partner in the first 15 days of January, and you will see that there's so much harmony about it. And take the soft approach with whatever you say and do. You want to be gentle and you'll get your way wonderfully and improve your marriage situation wonderfully in the first 15 days. The last 15 days of January, let's talk of your job. And the last 15 days for you coming from Libra. Oh, this is such a wonderful, lucky card. You're going to get a lot of good news where your job is concerned in the last 15 days of January. Whether the promotion, whether the more money, or whether finding a new job anywhere, you're going to get such wonderful things. So if you want to stay on with your ongoing job, show your expertise, work hard. Something good is coming for you. And if you want to make the change, it's the time to send out your applications. You're going to be very lucky as well where job is concerned. Let me pull a card for your business. Let's see what it says. And look at that, it's another card which I pulled of Venus. Venus for you will always be reward. So in business, you are going to be rewarded in one way or another in the last 15 days of January. Whether the new business may come, whether the ongoing business will find so much good luck. You may even find business people wanting to join venture with you. So be very favorable to wanting to advance in your business in the last 15 days. Now I want to talk to you about your romance in the last 15 days, and let's see what the card says. It's a very interesting card. It says you can get what you want, but be very cautious what you ask for. Be a detective, find out first. So the chances of getting a new romance would be very, very good. The only problem is that you may not know what you get. So don't be taking risk about a new romance, this card says. And if you can be a little bit of a detective, you will play safe and you may find how good this new romance would be. So I would say give the new romance a chance, no harm being a bit careful. Now for the last 15 days of January, this card I pull will be to do with your marriage. This is a very good card. It says the harmony coming from one party to another is just wonderful. And I like that yellow moon there. It shows a new beginning of happiness. So last 15 days of January are going to produce a nice, good, wonderful burst of energy to your marriage, making you extremely, extremely lucky. So it's a lovely card. Now for you coming from Libra, I'm going to talk to you about your lucky ages. Well, it's the card of Mercury and Saturn. So your lucky ages that are for you coming from Libra, your lucky ages from this card would be, if you happen to be the ages of 23 or 32 or 41 or 50 or 59 or 68 or 77, you're going to be one very lucky person, whether in romance, whether in marriage, whether in job, whether in business. Somewhere down the line you're going to hit gold and you're going to do extremely luckily, fantastically well. If you're not of these ages, then I would advise you to definitely have a 90-minute session with me to know what lies ahead for you in your next 7, 8 or 9 years. I'll give you my email address if I haven't yet. It's Andi Horo9, Andi Horo, and then the number 9, Andi Horo9 at gmail.com. And I will reply to you as quickly as I can. So your lucky dates or your lucky ages, which now I'm going to read to you about your lucky dates for you coming from Libra, who is a card of Mercury and Saturn. And so the dates that I will choose for you are the 5th, the 14th and the 23rd. Very powerful dates to make money or to make some wonderful contacts, whether for business, whether for romance. And for your marriage and family, use the 5th, 14th and 23rd to go out and enjoy yourselves. And you will see that one way or another, the 5th, 14th and 24th want to reward you beautifully. So you coming from Libra, now let me give you your lucky colors. And let's see what the card says about your lucky colors. And it's a card of Mercury. Right in the middle of the card, you see that wonderful sign of Mercury. And that means I'll have to choose white and silver colors for you to wear, undergarments, top garments, a handkerchief or whatever you contact in the office or whether at home. Let it be white and silver colors for the month of January, bringing a lot of luck to you, whether in romance, marriage, job, business. And so now I'm going to talk to you about your lucky directions. So the belief is that around Earth, 9 planets have been positioned around Earth. And when we look left or right or straight or back, we are going to look at a planet or another. So what direction would favor you coming from Libra for the month of January? And it's going to be the color Northeast that I will choose from this card. Northeast. So from Northeast, you're going to be, if you face Northeast in the office or at home, you're going to be inspired for something or another and be very lucky about it. So there you are. Well, that's the advice I can give you. And I've given you my email address. We can have and plan a 90-minute session which will cost you USD 50 based on your date of birth, time of birth and looking at your palms. And I will tackle your next 7, 8 or 9 years, give you a lot of information, your personal lucky lottery numbers, which will be based on your date of birth and time of birth and looking at your palms. And I'll give you all that other news as well, your lucky colors, your lucky gemstones, your lucky directions. And I'll get you prepared to get the best of your next 7, 8 or 9 years. Until then, thank you and good luck.